We're on the brambled slope above your house, and I'm still gazing west to Catalina, where the horizon's shortly going to douse an undulant, impossibly pink sun. Sailboats are sifting north to the marina. Laguna's pastel patch beyond that palm is like a master watercolor done in an eponymous Pacific calm. 4 years ago, it was a different story. Earth movers shifted all this rise away, and evenings you were on the phone to me, complaining that your place looked like a quarry. The county called you, though. It was okay. They'd shore, restore, and pay you for your trouble. But still, it hurt you somewhere deep to see a once imposing height come down to rubble. And the support has never been my strongest suit. I tend to bulldoze things. I scoff and say your lot was not as stable as it seemed. No purchase here was absolute. What good were vistas that could slip away? You knew unanchored places often slid. You'd have replacements that you never dreamed. And by degrees, within a year, you did. You drifted downward. Evening's fretfulness became upheavals of late afternoon. I'd get to learn the doctor's term, sundowning. A home of quite another sort came soon. Erosion of more faculties and girth, a sliding towards complete forgetfulness from which you'd sometimes call like someone drowning without a footing in familiar earth. At sunsets not that long ago, you used to stand out on that terrace, raise a toast, and note how man-made fine particulates enhance these evening skies. So when I've drunk my fill, in awkward mimicry, I raise my hand and let the bag full of your ashes float through placid twilight to the land's expanse. It's fitting you'll become your newborn hill. We were talking, a few of us earlier, about mistakes that parents make through love, and it put me in mind of this poem, which is written to a daughter on the death of, unexpected death of one of her childhood school friends. And the parents sort of grappling with the realization that we want to protect our children, we want to overprotect them, and it never works, and we can't shield them from all of life's tragedies. But even with that realization, we still want to. We're not going to stop. We go without you. We go without you since you're east at school, and by the dim brick entryway, we meet more stranded parents in a humid pool of mourners damp with handkerchiefs and heat. It's almost like old parents' night inside, though now with older parents in a queue, we get the oldest children's course review and greet the parents of the girl who died. The lesson here is one we've always known. You can be sheltered, loved, behave, do well, and half a breath may blow it all to hell. That's news we bury till the kids are grown. We know we're wrong. It spells the overthrow of our imperium when we presume to spare you anything you ought to know. Still, as I'm bargaining to make the deal anew, ransacking meager scores of grief and rage. I lost my two loved parents to old age, and fervently I wish that loss on you. This next was published in the Spectator for a contest that I believe asked for a modern lover's complaint in the style of an Elizabethan poet. Forget not yet. Forget not yet how we have striven, though many times our hearts were riven. Through fights and breakups, all forgiven. Forget not yet. Forget not yet our milder days. Your doctor says it's just a phase. Before you seem to change your ways, forget not yet. Forget not yet the night I went to pay your bail, the money spent. They said you loitered with intent. Oh hell, forget. And I will leave you with creation story. The more I see of man, the more I feel that Eve was never fashioned from his chest, but vice versa in this sort of deal. God first made woman with an extra breast and saw that she was fair, but Eve cried, "Nay, my crowded bosom is a needless strain." God agreed with her and put the extra part away, forgetting it until he came again, when Eve declared, "Each creature hath a mate but me, and deity am getting bored." Then God replied, "You're right. I shall create a man from you." And Eve cried, "Thank you, Lord." But God said, "Hold off thanking me a bit. Let's see, where did I put that useless tit?"